Hello, you're welcome to the channel. Okay, that was really cringe. I'll never do that again. Hi, my name is Adrian, and you're welcome to the channel where I share my unfiltered thoughts and opinions that nobody asked for. So if you're into that, like, subscribe, grab a snack, and let's get into this. So, as you've already seen from the title, today I'm gonna be talking about what it means to have fun in your teens and 20s because I personally think that I have a different idea of what it means to have fun and just be present and be alive compared to what you might consider is fun to have fun and what society might think is correct or like the correct way to have fun. So that's what we're gonna be talking about. And without further ado, one, two, three, let's get straight into it. So I've been sitting by myself and thinking about this a lot, and I remember growing up watching those coming of age movies, with teens and everything, or people in their 20s, where in movies they always portrayed having fun, as in there's like all this alcohol, there's all these people getting drunk, and all these people smoking, and cigarettes and all that, whatever stuff they smoke nowadays, and drinking, smoking, having sex, and sleeping around, as well as mushrooms. Yeah, you can't leave that one out, and all that kind of stuff. Doing all these dumb teenage decisions because you're only young once. I've always been conflicted a little bit as a young kid growing up because that to me has never been my idea of having fun and letting loose and just being present and living my best life as a young guy. It has always been like, wait, is this what it truly means to like have fun and be a teenager or be in your 20s? It has always been romanticized in movies. So when I was young, I used to think that that will kind of like be my life when I become a teenager or when I get in my 20s and stuff like that. But also, I've grown to realize that now that I'm here, that is not my idea of having fun and simply letting loose. And from what I've personally seen happen, even though like parents try to act like don't do this, don't do that, it's bad for you, I think it's more socially acceptable for young people to do such things because again, these are things that are being portrayed in movies and music and media in general of what it means to be young and just have fun. And when you're somebody who simply does not like drink or smoke or sleep around and do all these things, that all these promiscuous things that are considered fun and cool, oh my god, the peer pressure goes insane. Literally, you have every single person, whether they're older or younger, or the friends in your group, be like, oh, you should have more fun and let loose and do all these things. And it's like, no, like I'm having so much fun. Like, I love my life, I love what I do, and the simple things that I do, like that's what fun is to me. I can't begin to think about how many people have come up to me and be like, why don't you have more fun? Why don't you let loose and go out and like drink a little? Like, no, there's nothing fun about that to me personally. If you do that, good for you, but I want nothing to do with that. That's not fun. And I think that's the hardest thing to overcome is the peer pressure, which I wouldn't say is hard. It was hard for me necessarily because I'm pretty firm when it comes to setting those strong boundaries and not letting people get to you. But there are people who have gone the wrong way, basically, just because of peer pressure, just because they wanted to be cool and, come off as this badass. And I think you can do that without necessarily having to drink and sleep around and smoke and pop pills. You can be cool without doing any of this. And I think it's something that it's a conversation that we need to have more when it comes to, teenagers and people in their 20s. Like, you can be cool without doing any of that. With that being said, this is what it means to have fun for me, not what society thinks. This is what having fun means to me. Number one, spending time with people you love and care about. Not some random people. No, these are people that you genuinely love and care about. It could be your family and friends or a significant other. It could be anything. It could be anybody, or your pets. I don't know if you have one. That means the world to me, because at the end of the day, life is short. You can only spend so much time with the people that you love, and the time that we have is very finite. So that to me is genuine fun. When I'm spending time with these people, with my friends, I'm having like the time of my life. Number two is doing productive stuff. This could be journaling or doing a quick workout or hiking, that kind of thing. That is really fun to me. Just basically doing anything that's gonna get me closer to my goal. That's fun to me. So another person can look at it and be like, well, that's really boring. It's not fun. You should find at least something outside of that, something that has nothing to do with work or achieving your goals. I mean, that's you, but to me personally, it's fun. It's fun to me. Number two, I would say learning. No, number three. That was number two. Number three, to me, I would say it's learning a new skill. I cook a lot. I have acquired a lot of skills over the years, and learning a new one is always really exciting to me. Whether you take a pottery class or a singing lesson or cooking, it could be anything. It could be anything that you like or you want to try out. And I think to me that's really, really fun. It's a fun way to spend your time. Number four is going out, going to fancy dinners, and I love it. Yeah, or going for brunch with friends. It's always a good time. And number five is just reflecting, spending a lot of time by yourself, learning all these things about yourself, what you like, what you don't like, what you want to do with your life, and developing a real personality and a real understanding of how your brain works and your pros and cons, your strengths and weaknesses, the things that work for you and the things that don't. I think it's fun to me. Again, it doesn't have to be fun to you. It just is to me. And there is a countless of things that are fun to me. I could go on and on and on, like writing or, making art, etc., etc., etc. The list goes on and on. But this is what I want you to do. I want you to share what you consider fun. Something that is not the usual drinking, smoking, popping pills, and sleeping around. What other thing do you find fun that if you were to tell other people, they would just be like, that's really boring, or what's fun about that? I'm trying to get some ideas of what I can add on my board of next thing to achieve. Thank you so much for listening. I didn't want this video to be long. I want it to be really, really short, but yeah, I guess it is what it is. Again, thanks for listening. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.